can't allow someone like you to wear it.
Hello,
Can't allow someone like you to wear it.
It's a podcast. Nerd hour.
What
I
up, people?
guess. I like how
Wait,
your
wait, wait.
intro was
I was
hella late.
swallowing. I'm swallowing.
Your intro was like hella late. I said, "Hello,
It was a little different than usual, so I didn't even notice it went through. I was like, oh, snap. Oh, yeah, we're doing this.
This is not a game. It's real. It's real. False alarm. No false alarm. Oh shit.
Ring the alarm.
So what's up?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm sipping on some Belgian white beer, and just enjoying my afternoon, man. I just got done with a live stream earlier, and it was like pretty.
I saw. I had got the notification you went live. I saw
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It's rare that I do it on the weekends, but recently I've been feeling there's a couple of people that don't get to swing by until the weekend. Yeah. Yeah, I've been running into this issue, right? Not really an issue, but it was just a thought that occurred to me while I was on stream. So,
Yeah.
what do you do when you got a person in your chat that means well, but they all NSFW?
I don't get. How do they mean well?
Like, they're all NSFW, right? But they're not necessarily a bad character to have in your chat. It's just they're kind of like off-putting to the rest. You know what I mean? Of like people that will be in your chat.
You
And
just
like to be
whisper
honest
them
with you,
in
you
private.
said what?
Just whisper them and be like, "Hey, I'm not like I might enjoy these jokes. How about you just take this over to the Discord for Twitch chat? You know, we don't do that."
I don't know. I actually no. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I actually really dislike trying to like cover something up like that. You know what I mean? Because I hate to be the guy that do that, and then I crack a joke that's either A, worse, or B, on the same level. Something like that later.
So you would
I'm the
rather
kind of
just
person
let it
that would
fly?
do that. I guess.
Then there's
Because
no problem here. Why bring it up?
here's the problem is like, do you try to like hide or suppress these things so people will have a better time at your stream, or do you just, because I mean at the end of the day you're trying to build something here, right? Or do you just like go all in on it?
What are you trying to build though? Are you trying to build a family friendly stream? In which case,
Oh hell
you
no,
got
man.
to also stop making the jokes. But if you don't want to stop making the jokes, you just gonna the people that's uncomfortable is just gonna be like, all right, peace.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
like you
that's
don't
fair
want to
enough.
you don't
That's
want
fair
to
enough.
stop and you don't want the person to stop, so
I don't.
let
Yeah,
the
I
people
don't
that don't like it
necessarily.
go.
You're right. You're right. I just got like sorry for that notification if you guys heard that. I just got somebody just sent me some inspirational ass shit. I was not expecting that. And through a channel I was not expecting either. Yeah. I'm sorry. It was just something that was running through my head at the time, I was all like, I think this guy's funny. I like him. And he posted a bunch of NSFW like art in my Discord, and I was all like, oh, the homie brought the futa.
Mhm.
And yeah, it actually threw me off. But I don't know.
I mean, if you want to
Yeah,
make a category just for NSFW stuff,
I did. That's why he
okay,
posted it.
all right,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
then the people that's
There's
not
no
comfortable
problem.
with okay, then there is no problem anyway. Because if there was anybody in your Discord that doesn't like NSFW, why are they in the
No.
NSFW category?
Here's a
Why they
specific on
click
this.
on it?
There's people in their Discord that like NSFW, but they
Mhm.
don't like futa. And like I had to explain to them, like, look, man, if you like this kind of shit and you on the internet, you best know
Mhm.
you're gonna catch some futa.
Wow.
It's part of the, you know what I mean? I don't like no futa myself, but I've come to accept that if it's what I, if I scroll through, I'm gonna run into it. Yeah.
So
I actually had one
what?
of like my favorite, not I wouldn't say my favorite, but like a pretty dope artist on Twitch. She said,
Mhm.
I just painted some smutty pictures. I'm like, all right, okay, you know what? I want to see what you got. They looked amazing. There were also 2 dudes.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, moving on though. My bad. I ain't trying to take this whole section over.
Right.
But I food to talk.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you what is a futa, but then I looked it up and then I was like, oh, okay.
Welcome, Don. Today you
mean,
learned.
I learned what the word was, and then I was like, oh, the short version is it's just a Japanese word for another word, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I
Yeah.
was like, yeah.
And the final thing I'll say on that topic is I remember one time I was in stream and I had to, I can't say apparently, it sounds like very pompous and like
Pompous
whatever.
ass
But
motherfucker.
a lot of like yeah how should I politically can I just say gay people? Politically correct?
Yeah,
Which one's
gay is politically correct. Gay is very
okay, cool.
PC.
You got to tiptoe around these things, man.
I mean, when it's a part of the LGBT and the G stands for
Yeah.
gay, I think you're good.
Okay, cool. So I gotta dip my little toe in the water real quick before a shark rip off my leg for saying the wrong shit.
I mean, as long as you ain't, call them an F word, I'm just cool.
Right. I ain't doing that. But yeah, man. Crap. I'm losing my train of thought already. That shit was too funny. My bad. I lost my train of thought.
If you ever come back to it, we know something about gay people. So put a pin in.
Oh, there it is. It came back. You know what a trap is, right?
Yeah, I know what a trap is.
For the first time when I was hanging out in somebody's chat, they had a dude that was cosplaying as a maid. Oh, that's cool.
Box?
Whatever. What's that? No.
Okay. Not
It was just just a random. He was an Asian dude though. Just a random dude in the Discord throughout his old cosplay. I was like, all right, my dude, you looking dope. And then I was like, I posted in chat about like so and so looking like a real honey trap out there. You know what I mean? And then like immediately I was like shut down. Like, hey, G, I know you're just trying to crack a joke and whatnot, but they call me D or G. I don't know. They're like, but you can't. There's a lot of people in the LGBT community and gay people in general who don't like the term trap.
Yeah.
And it was a real surprise to me to learn that, honestly, because I had to find out. I didn't ask in chat.
Yeah.
In chat, I was just real cordial. I was like, "Hey, oh yeah, my bad, I didn't know." And then I had to like go through Discord and message one of the mods and be like, "Hey man, can you like explain this whole situation for me?" It's like, and he explained it like, "Oh shit, I didn't know that was an actual thing."
You want to know why? And this is just psychoanalysis. You want to know why you didn't know it was an actual thing?
What's up?
You are so engrossed into Japanese culture. The term trap over there does not mean anything over here, or it doesn't mean the same thing. Not I should say anything, but trap out there is just like, oh, it's a trap type of situation. To where you thought it would be the same thing over here, and then you had to get educated on it. So I blame it for your love of Japanese culture and anime, basically anime.
It could be
because I imagine that's where you heard it
from the art community.
Yeah.
To be fair, right? So it doesn't change anything that you said, right? I learned the whole thing from the art community, and then like I thought it was a funny concept. It threw me off at first, being a heterosexual strong male, but
weak ass motherfucker. Anyway.
Yeah, it threw me off, and then like I just started using it all over the place. But I didn't even think there would be a group of people out there who would take offense from it. So I had to like check myself after that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, good thing
you were saying though.
In other news, Xbox Series X, the Xbox X, got announced. The new console. Woo! Basically.
I mean,
it's a PC.
I did some
it's
research.
a PC block.
And they were like, look, you're gonna be able to play all 4 generations of Xbox on this. And I'm like, all right, dope. Are they gonna like gate some of the games that's coming on that console? This is what I've been thinking about all year. You know what I mean? Like, all right, I know the new Xbox is coming, but like the way technology is moving, are they just going to limit all new games to that console? Or is that console gonna be like the new Xbox X that people can get? Because I don't get the marketing strategy behind it. Because I feel like having an Xbox right now, I will still be able to play all of the games that come out on that console, except
Yeah.
not at an 120 refresh rate or 4K. By
Yeah.
the way, that console's set up to be able to play in 4K. By the way,
It's
4K,
actually 8K. It's
8K.
actually 8K.
My bad.
It's it won't launch at 8K. It will launch at 4K. And I think
Mhm.
later on that it would they'll update it to the 8K. It's just
It has
no
that feature
games.
in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have SSDs,
Yep.
IME or something like that. I think they said there's no hard drives in that thing, which is nuts.
Or no, it has a hard drive. We just don't know anything about it yet.
It's probably
Or
just
not a
not
hard drive. Not a hard drive. It has it has SSD, no hard drive. But the
SSD.
processor, we don't know much about the processor. It's just an AMD series.
AMD. The
Yeah.
Rise has been killing it, bro. But it's kind of crazy how you'll get something like the Xbox, right? If you got a company that's behind like manufacturing, it's the same idea behind Apple. You got a company that's behind manufacturing, like the both optimizing it for software and then like optimizing it hardware wise and how well they can get it to work than some guy who built his own PC with an i7. You know what I mean? They squeeze every bit of last performance out of a tiny processor that a guy who can't like who'll get the same processor but have trouble running stuff at home, which I think is kind of nuts. Just
All
got the
right.
thoughts.
Yeah. So did you? I want to go back to when you were saying you don't get the marketing strategy. Did you
Yeah.
figure out why they're doing it, or are you still asking the question? Because I have some
I'm still
theories why.
asking the question.
Oh, okay.
I'm still asking the question.
Okay. So I have a theory on it. One, so the Xbox One has been out for what, about 10 years now, almost. When did it come
Yeah.
out? Like
20,
2012?
2014, 20 no. Well, yeah, 2011.
Okay,
No,
2011.
no, no,
So
no, 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 no. Yeah, 2011. I think it's
okay,
2011.
so a little bit, almost 10 years now. Um,
Yeah.
and when they made the Xbox One, at least when they made the One X, or no, when they made the One, they said they wanted it to be a console that lasts for a long time, like be your main thing. Uh, with technology at that time, that was very hard to believe.
Yeah.
And
2013, by the way. My bad.
oh,
I had to look it
2013.
up.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, technology at that time is very hard to believe. It's like we're gonna have this, what was it, $400 console because it came with like, or 500 because it came with Connect.
Mm-hmm.
$500 console that's supposed to
Mandatory.
last for a long time. It's like that's
Yeah.
very hard to believe because it doesn't even have a SSD in it, and like it doesn't even do 60 FPS. And it's like basically they were just waiting. They needed to get yelled at, and then they were waiting for technology to get better. uh, so fast forward however many years, we got the One S, and then we got the One
Yeah.
X. The One X was supposed to be that pro version of the One. Uh, and it still wasn't. It's like it's a good console. It's the pro version, but it's still not what it doesn't compare to PC. Uh, and they wanted something to compare to PC, but obviously you don't want to make another console and put out a game, like put out new, like if you're still doing disc, like physical media that's different from your last console, because that's just kind of crazy and a waste of money.
Yeah.
Let's make a console that's able to do that's just a better version of what we already have, because people will buy
Okay.
the better version, but if they don't have the money they'll just buy one of our older versions that's still keeping up with the trend, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
uh
That's I don't know, because I don't know if they're like trying. I don't know how well that's gonna work because maybe the pro version of the Xbox sold well enough
Hmm.
to the point where they're like, you know what, we'll be okay if we sell a few of these. Because I'm looking at the new Xbox that's coming out right now, and I'm like, I'm trying to think about the price range. Is it going to be like competitively like what's the difference between that? Like the X came out, right? And how much
Hmm.
was that? Like 200 extra bucks or something like that, or 100
No.
extra bucks for the X?
Mm-mm. It was
How much
$3.99.
was 399?
Yeah, it's
Seriously?
three. Yeah, it's $3.99 like right now,
Oh,
if
okay,
not
okay,
two
okay.
ninety nine.
I was trying to remember what the release date for the X was
Oh, it was fairly
for the
recent,
Pro.
I think.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. It's just because I can't help but get this feeling that
Two
like
ninety
any
nine for the One
enthusiasts who
X.
are 299.
Mm-hmm.
Well, damn, that price went down.
I
But yeah, I can't help but feel like it's kind of like an elite kind of thing. But I don't know, man. It might just be a me thing. I feel like there might also just be a shit ton of people that's getting ready, they're getting their wallets ready now,
Yeah,
putting away that little $20 every paycheck, waiting for that X to come out next year, Christmas time, so they can grab it.
but maybe I know I was going to get this new console whenever it came out. I already
Yeah,
knew,
because
mainly because I feel like
here's the
I'm
thing
ready
though.
for a new console.
You ready for a new console?
Yeah, regardless if
Okay,
this
okay.
is still able to do the exact same thing that my current one does, and I don't have a
Mhm.
monitor that does 4K. I'm
Or
ready for a new
120
console.
hertz.
Yeah, like I'm ready for a new console. Period. Um, I got Old Faithful here. She's still doing good. I ain't had
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
no issues with it. I'm just ready for a new one. And maybe I could trade in my old Xbox One, my Sunset Overdrive edition or some shit, and just be cool. It's all
Yeah,
good.
fair enough.
I'm just ready.
Fair enough.
Now,
Fair enough.
what threw me off of the whole thing was the damn design they came up with.
I feel like it's very close to the Apple trash can, and I was expecting like some kind of backlash from like, but you know what? Nobody even cares.
I mean,
No one cares. I'm like,
I
I mean,
mean,
I'm cool with it too.
I
It's all
mean, the
right. Look
circles
good to me.
I've been like listening to, they just been calling it it's a PC. It's the size of a PC. We have a PC just going to be sitting in our living room without, like, it's just a PC. Like you calling
Yeah,
the Apple trash can, which is also a PC. It's just a PC, and I'm like, that's an interesting design. No more rectangle that sits down. I mean, this is capable of sitting however you want to sit it because it's a cube. Well, it's still a
yeah.
rectangle. Uh, but it's it's a PC tower type of rectangle. it's
It's a
just
vertical
yeah,
rectangle.
that can lay on its side. It's just weird. You don't have to get like a stand for it now. It does
Nah,
whatever it wants to
nah.
do. Now, the one thing I'm seeing about this that it was a while ago, I could have sworn Xbox said the next console will not have an optical drive, and it has one. And I was just
Oh,
like, what?
just in case. Just in
It
case.
was like mainly
So
because people started bitching that how they wanted one. So I guess they said
yeah,
we'll leave it in there.
yeah. Because I mean, there's a couple people out there who have disc all the way back from the like first Xbox, big
Yeah,
green logo slapped on there. They might want to plug their disc into this new one. You know what I mean?
they
This thing's
could.
gonna play back to 4 generations of Xbox games or whatnot.
I
They might
mean,
want to.
the ones we got now still
Just,
do. So
yeah. There's a couple weird people out there who probably still got like the freaking polygonal freaking I don't know what game. It's like the Tomb Raider. I remember I had a polygon. Her breasts were practically like
they
polygons.
were polygons. They were triangles. Actually, they were cones. I remember.
It was great. It was great. I had fun playing that game that I was terrified to play because I'll get chased by tigers.
Oh.
I was like, oh shit, it's too scary for me to play.
Wow.
I'd put it down. I was a kid. I'd put it down and
Mhm.
I'd still come back and play it because I was bored and it was the only game I didn't beat yet.
Wow.
God, yeah, but there's people with games like that they still throw those things into their console and they might want to play that. You know, I mean, me on the other hand, it's really hard for me to go through and play something, especially
Mhm.
if the graphics are like kind of wonky looking to today's standards or something like that. It's hard to get me to go back. It's got to be in a
Mhm.
party situation with everyone just screwing around. It's like, all right, let's throw this game in for the memes, and I'll maybe go play along. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the one we were talking about the Game Awards earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Um, did not care at all about who won what category or what. I did not care. I was tuning in because a streamer I watched was restreaming it, and we were basically all just watching. Everybody in the chat was just watching to see what would get announced at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
Couple new
Game wise, right?
games. Yeah, a couple new games here and there. Sequels like Hellblade 2 got a sequel, which looked
Yeah, I
really
saw that.
good. That was one of the
That's dope as fuck.
it was one of those
It was,
games that was being introduced along with the Series X.
mhm.
Uh and I think at least they didn't say whether or not. The speculation was that um everything we saw in the trailer was being generated by the Series X.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
if
yeah,
it
yeah.
if gaming on the Series X is gonna look like that, that's dope.
Hey man, I'm gonna put it. I don't know about the gaming, but we can confirm that the cutscenes are gonna be
I mean,
mind
obviously it was a cutscene,
blowing.
but
Yeah, I'm
but
hoping. I'm
like
hoping the game
even
is
our
dope.
consoles now can't play a cutscene that looks that good. So if
Yeah,
it can like real time render cutscenes that look like that, that's still
yeah,
dope.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. I'm
but
not talking shit.
I mean, you kind of
I just
you kind of talking
I just
shit.
want to
It's
see
like
more.
that wasn't
I
gameplay.
just want I want to see more. I just don't want to talk till I see more.
Oh,
Just
now
saying.
you learn
I
your
ain't talking
lesson
shit.
anyway.
I ain't talking. Just that.
But yeah, I did not care not one bit about the Game Awards. Um, other than like, and then once the Series X made its like little debut thing, I was like, and the Game Awards is over for me because that's all I'm gonna think about for the rest of the night.
You know what I'm
um,
mad about?
but
Ongoing game. Fortnite came out with the
oh yeah,
fucking winnings from that. I was on. Man, I wanted to smash my hands into my keyboard. Except that I was at work and I was watching when I wasn't supposed to.
I mean, the only game like I remember that the only game that should have won, in my opinion, was League of Legends because
Mm.
it's been out way longer than Fortnite, and it still has a very popular audience on Twitch
Oh yeah.
and stuff, and it has a very big league scene as opposed to Fortnite. I mean, Fortnite got a lot of buzz, and they still have like I think they still have the top viewers on Twitch. I'm not sure yet. Let me check.
Mm-hmm. They might.
But I mean, especially
It might have
now.
fizzled out a little bit, but they still up there. They
Well,
still up there.
they probably definitely now their numbers might be a little inflated because they had the Star Wars
Star Wars.
footage debut. Like they did like a whole event. Everybody had to be civil and not try to kill one another. You know what I mean? Shit that
Oh,
don't
word.
work all the
How'd that
time.
work out?
But it was
How'd
it
that
was
work out?
funny. Yeah, I mean I was watching Myth stream, and then I think it was like 40 people left, so everybody else killed each other.
Oh god.
But I mean, okay, so Fortnite is sitting at 87,000 viewers right now, and League of Legends is sitting at 189. So League of Legends should have definitely won game of the
Best
long
ongoing game. Maybe,
bust ongoing game.
maybe it's because it's been around for too long. That might have counted against it. You know what I mean? It's
I
almost
mean,
that like that syndrome where nobody cares about the next like best thing because the thing's been doing good for the last 20
you
years. Okay,
can't
of
be
course
like
it's doing well. You know what I mean? If we gave him an award every year. It's almost like, hey man, we can't give a box or award for
Well,
tying
that's
his like.
assuming that they won the previous year, and the year before that, and the year before that.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
We can't say. I don't know for sure. You can't say for sure that they won the year before, and just because
Boy,
you
I
can't
don't
even
pay
count them
attention to
out to be like they've been here longer, so they're we can't count them. They've been here way longer. I was like,
I
that
just
should
know.
speak to it to why they should
I
have
just
won
know.
in the first place.
I just know League has been a powerhouse, and everybody
Hmm.
kind of just expects them to do well. You know what I mean? If they, I feel like if they won the award, people are like, yeah, of course.
Well, did you watch the Fortnite event?
No. No, I
So
probably at work or something.
this is how stupid all of the kids that play Fortnite is.
Word.
I
Tell me
don't.
more.
Okay, so like Jeff Keighley and then JJ Abrams they did like this live commentary thing during the Fortnite event.
Yeah.
And then they put a poll up, and then as a character in the game, you have to stand on the pad to cast your vote, and it tallies everybody's vote across the world that's playing the game.
Okay.
So they asked, "What are you expecting to see out of this trailer?" So I don't know if they had the trailer figured out already, or they had like 3 trailers lined up.
Yeah.
Because now, do they have? I was wondering if they had a picture of the options. Okay, they don't. I only remember 2 options, or yeah, I think I remember 2 options. No, I think I remember 3. One was Kylo Ren. Another
Mm-hmm.
one was the Jedi mind trick, and the other one was Darth Jar Jar.
Darth
And
Jar Jar.
yeah, and apparently everybody across the world wanted to see the Jedi mind trick, and I said, these are a bunch of kids. So they played a trailer, and it was Rey doing the Jedi mind trick on some stormtroopers, and it was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay. And
that's
that was the
basic.
end of the little clip that they showed, and it got me wondering if they might have had a Darth. Why did I type in death? It got me wondering if they had a Darth Jar Jar clip, because if they had a Darth Jar Jar clip, I
I
would have been
want to see that.
so upset that nobody chose Darth Jar Jar. I think it was like 22% of people voted for Darth Jar Jar, and I was like,
All the adults.
I was like, dumb motherfuckers. Like, who does not want to see Darth Jar Jar? Because if Darth Jar Jar is in this movie, I'm gonna flip my shit.
Yeah, right. Like, this is the idea of it. Just kind of throws my head apart. You know what I mean? A Darth Jar Jar, like just part of the
Me,
dark
I
side.
want you
Is he like?
dead. Like,
I
come
just wonder,
on.
what if he has like perfect like pronunciation of words, highly intelligent,
Mm-hmm.
um, freaking wields a red freaking saber, and is
Mm-hmm.
just badass. I want to see this. I
Yeah.
want to fucking see this.
Well, we would never see it unless we go see the movie, because we might have had a glimpse of a chance. I even if it's not a thing, but
Mm.
if it was, we would have had a chance to see it if people
Yeah,
chose the damn option. But no, they wanted to
I'm
see the
pretty
Jedi
sure
mind trick. Who gives a fuck about the Jedi mind trick?
it's the same shit though. You know what I mean? We know about the Jedi mind trick. Why you want to see it again?
For real, like, they dumb, they stupid. But then the event ended. They gave everybody lightsabers and they just cut everybody up. I think it's a limited time event right now in Fortnite to run around with
Or
a lightsaber to go flip flip slash slash. You
wait,
know,
but can you like deflect incoming gunfire? Because if you can, I'm not fucking interested.
no, you can.
Oh, you
You can
can?
block. Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm about to get into Fortnite. I gotta download the Epic launcher again though.
Wow.
Uninstalled, baby.
I mean, hey.
Oh, it's not. It's been uninstalled because I did a PC reset. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Still, of course, it's still Fortnite though.
Right. And then I remember I didn't watch after the Series X thing, but I do
Mm.
remember a meme that came out of out of the Game Awards, and it was like getting celebrities at your events to like speak on video games is just sometimes a bad idea because they're so out of touch with video games. It just seems forced and it's cheesy and corny as hell. But
Oh yeah, Just
it
Getting
was
News kind of had a video about that earlier.
oh they did
They were talking about it. Yeah, they're like, they had that one comedian. He was just laughing. He was like, "It's old white guy."
oh yeah. Well, but in this case, Fast and the Furious is coming out with a new game, and it's not like
I heard.
Fast and the Furious
Yeah.
presents whatever the fuck we had, uh,
On this
Forza.
other game.
Yeah,
Yeah, on Forza.
but it's their own game.
Mhm.
And then they had Vin Diesel and Michelle Rodriguez come out, and Michelle Rodriguez was talking about how when she used to play games as a kid, and the game she was talking about was Tekken.
Yeah.
Um, I can't even replicate how weird she said it. It was like Takine or something like that. It was just weird how she said it, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Like, but listening to them talk about some like, "You're our people, we're your people," and I'm like,
It was like, oh,
nobody say that.
these old
Nobody,
people
don't
don't
nobody.
understand us.
I'm like, yeah, nobody says it like that though. You know what I mean? I can't remember the last time I was playing video games. Somebody saw me, I'm like, "That's my people right there," and slapping their chest.
Wow.
But yeah, man, I'm looking at Vin Diesel. I'm like, my dude, I'm pretty sure you spend all your gaming time in the gym, baby oiling those muscles. But yeah, man, it's pretty. I feel like they're trying too hard to relate. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
don't have to try
they
that hard
are
to relate to
for
the gaming
real.
community. We already like you. We think you're dope. You ain't gotta try to like be like, "Hey, man, I'm one of you guys." No, you ain't.
All right. Did you have anything you wanted to talk about? Because I found like a cool little op art article about best anime of 2019. Um, in no particular order though, but I was glad to see three of these shows have watched.
Yeah.
About three, I think.
All right. I'm gonna just say this one thing.
Hmm.
Apex stole its logo from Adobe, and we can move on to that topic.
Who cares?
I had the web page up, and I looked at that logo, and I looked down at my stream deck. I was like, "It's the exact same
Oh,
goddamn logo."
it's your opinion. I thought that was like something you found. I thought it was like legit a thing you found. Like there's a like Adobe is suing Apex now. No, you was just like those two look the same. Holy Anyway,
It's been
uh
stolen, man.
best anime of 2019.
All right,
Uh
lay it on me. I watched a shit ton of
this
anime this year.
I think you watched like every last one of these shows except for maybe one of them. But this is in no
Possible.
particular order, and it's
Mhm.
also an opinion piece. So the first one I see
Yeah,
is
post that
Promised
link.
Neverland.
Post.
No,
Post
I'm
that
gonna
link.
I'm read it out, then I'm gonna post it. That way you don't like get ahead.
Shit was lit.
But Promised
Shit was
Neverland is on
lit.
here.
Shit was
Uh,
lit.
Mob
Kids would
Psycho
be eating and
100
shit.
season 2.
It was good. It was good. It was good.
Again, opinion piece.
Yeah, I know. I
Kaguya-sama,
know.
Love is
Yeah,
War.
I'm not.
I watched that one, so
I didn't.
according to this person, one of the best animes of this season of 2019 apparently.
Okay.
But
I was hoping there to be
Kaguya-sama,
like
Love is
a
War is
post
pretty
note.
good.
I was hoping to be like a little post-it note. Best anime of my fucking life.
She gives like little reasons why she thinks each one is funny, like or
Oh
is
yeah.
cool or whatever. Demon Slayer
Yeah, I need to watch it.
is on here.
Whew, boy, it was I was like, Demon Slayer is dope, but there's other anime out there that's
Yeah.
kind of good too. You know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
having fun watching Demon Slayer, but towards the end, I blew my shit. I was like, this anime is fucking great.
All right. Next one is Fruits Basket. I haven't seen anything of it.
I think I probably watched one of the older ones. It's not necessarily my flavor of anime, but I can't say
Yeah.
it's a bad one.
Is it like a slice of life type of thing?
Kind of like a romance,
Oh,
reverse
so
harem.
shoujo.
Yeah. Very reverse harem. One girl,
All
9
right.
guys, and it's not
Carol and Tuesday.
R-rated. Oh, I love Carol and Tuesday. I mean, you need to see that video where there's a bunch of like gay black guys and they're harmonizing, and they're just like straight up curse words after
Wow.
another.
All right, for this next show, I'm gonna butcher the hell out of it because I never seen it. It's Sara Zanamai.
I don't know what it is, man.
Right. I figured, but yeah, it's
I
called
might have
Sara Zan.
watched it.
I don't know if you ever watched this. It looks very kiddie.
Oh,
It's like
okay, probably
a
not.
bunch of birds, and it looks like a duck or some crap pulling a rickshaw. I don't know.
All right. I'll be sure not to like go past.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dr.
So I can
Stone.
still be. Oh hell no, I ain't watched that shit. Those are Kappas. Dr.
But,
Stone is fucking lit.
Dr.
Yes!
Stone's on here. Fire Force is right
Still
below
watching it.
that one. And then
Fire Force needs to be at the top.
it's no
I don't care if
particular
it's in no
order.
order. I do not care.
Because
It should have been listed first.
Because if we're going to put this in order, the next one is Dororo. And I think Dororo is the best anime I've seen so far this year. But
I
Dororo
still
is on
need to
here.
watch it.
Vinland Saga is next, and what I've seen
I
so
was
far
just
of Vinland
thinking it.
Saga is pretty good.
Yeah, it's good, but like I
And
still
that
get
was
a
the last
little
one.
bored watching it. Yeah, I still get a
Yeah.
little bored watching Vinland Saga. I'm probably like 3 or 4 episodes behind now, and I need to go back and catch up. Yeah, but they're not wrong. Those are bangers.
Yeah,
Those are bangers.
these are good ones.
Especially
It's
Fire
very
Force.
let's say action based every last one of these, except for I guess Carol and Tuesday. I never watched Carol and Tuesday, Fruits Basket, and what stuff?
Carol and
Kaguya
Tuesday is great.
and Kaguya-sama is definitely not action based.
Yeah.
It's not a what's the word I'm looking for? I forget the category already. Shonen. It's not shonen.
Shonen. Yeah. I guess. But yeah, you know, I said I was talking earlier before we started that I started listening to like one Asian band.
Mm-hmm.
It was the same band that made the first opening to Fire Force, and their name is like Miss Green Apple.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm all like, all right, I got this song stuck in my head. I've been listening on that song for repeat for like 8 hours at work, and I'm all like, look, close to 8 hours. All right, it's probably like the first 4 or 5 hours or something.
Nah, I would believe it was 8 hours after hearing Adele for like 25. I can believe it was 8 hours. It's not even a far stretch for me. This dude, when Adele, 6. I forgot what album it was, but she got broken 21? Up with again. But Adele album dropped, and this dude listened to it for like 25 hours straight and didn't even stop. I mean, I felt like he could listen to it again, and then I was like, play something goddamn else. Like, it's cool. Adele's an amazing singer. I ain't trying to listen to some sad ballads all day. Like, and it wasn't like
it's getting me hype. I'm sorry.
I would. How does somebody getting broken up with get you hyped? That's stupid. Anyway, like I wouldn't have a problem.
Hitting them notes just right.
I wouldn't have a problem with somebody listening to their own music. If they want to listen for 25 hours straight, they can listen 25 hours straight. He just never put headphones in. This dude had it bumping as loud as he could to the whole entire apartment. And then I felt like expected everybody to love what the fuck he was listening to. I think was Leo our roommate back then? I think Leo. So. Yeah. Leo came up to me and asked, "Did somebody break up with Greg or some shit?" I was like, "No, this nigga just like he just liked the goddamn album. I don't know why." I was like, "Is Greg doing good? He all right?" And like, I don't fucking know.
Walk inside my room, I'm under like a thick ass freaking comforter with ice cream and shit, crying.
And I think the 2020 Experience by Justin Timberlake came out after that. And then
Yes.
that was the one that you were bumping for. And I was like, I mean, at least it's not Adele. Like, it's like, it's upbeat, I guess, but at least it's not Adele.
I be on my suit and tie shit. But yeah, I was bumping the fuck out of that. So I still am bumping the fuck out of that one opening. But then like I was like, look, man, I love this opening. I don't want to kill it for myself. So let me look for some other like, you know what I mean? Let me see what's the band that made it. I started looking into the band and oh my fucking god, they got so many good songs. Everything on Spotify is a banger.
Wow.
I couldn't stop listening. You know what I mean? Then I had a couple people in the chat recommend a couple of Asian bands, like the ones that are for Fooly Cooly. And I was like, I forgot about this one, and it's a fucking good. Yeah.
Did you watch the YouTube Rewind for this year?
Nah, I didn't.
Okay. Did you see anybody talk about it?
Just a normal yearly. We don't like it.
Pretty much. But you can watch it on your own time, or you don't have to. It is really nothing. I just think it's funny. I actually like this. I like this year's YouTube Rewind. I did. And in the years before, I had no like big issue with the YouTube Rewind. It's just the creators that I like weren't on there anymore. So I was like, I guess new creators and all that.
Yeah,
it's fine. I don't care.
The younger generation of creators, the best.
It's the younger generation of creators, and they are somebody else's favorite creator, and they could be excited that their favorite creator made it to the YouTube Rewind. So all us old heads could just like relax that was it PewDiePie didn't make it this year or some shit. I mean, I think he's been in it every year or something, but it doesn't matter.
He probably doesn't want to be in it, to be honest with you.
But
I'm fucking tired of these YouTube rewinds.
Yeah, but so this year's YouTube Rewind, they didn't do like this grandiose type of thing. There was like no budget for it. They just took a bunch of clips from a lot of people's YouTubes and compiled it and just did like kind of like best Middle Eastern YouTuber or first Middle Eastern YouTuber to gain over 1 million subscribers, or best new upcoming Latin American YouTuber. It like stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was funny because the video starts off saying like you told us what you didn't like, so by your likes this is what you liked in 2019 or some shit. It was like apparently we don't know how to do our job, so we had you do our job
for us.
Yeah, pretty much. And it was just like, so if you don't like it, this is based off of what videos y'all liked. And then there was
that
like
self-loathing should be kicking in real hard right now.
It was funny because people were still mad at the YouTube Rewind.
Seriously?
Because one is like they were mad at it because they didn't do a grand gesture. Like they didn't bring everybody to one like place, do like choreography. They didn't do that like they've been doing the previous years.
Yeah.
Oh
my god.
So like I saw a lot of comments like, oh my god, they got so lazy about it. They just taking clips from everybody's stuff. It's like, but by doing this, they can include a lot of people that they couldn't previously include and introducing different content than they would have before. You know what I mean? And like I said, this YouTube Rewind, I didn't hate it. It was all right. It was cool. It was cool just seeing like a bunch of clips. It's like taking moments and stuff that was very popular on YouTube based off of what people liked. And I was like, that's dope. Okay, I got the video playing. Let me see. It's like it said something like so in 2018 we made something you didn't like. So in 2019, let's see what you did like, because you're better at this than we are.
Oh shit.
And it's just like, it's a compilation. That's all it is. And then I think they had like Billie Eilish in the
I do really like
background or
that
something like that.
I really do like that because usually the people who are discontent are the motherfuckers who ain't doing shit.
Yeah. and then and they still was tripping. I'm gonna go scroll through these comments to see like, oh, let me tell you. So 3 million likes and 7.6 million dislikes.
Are you fucking serious? You know, at this point, I feel like it's just like that's what's cool now to just hate on it.
And the
To
top,
be honest with you,
I think the top comment is from this channel called Internet Today. Says in 28, like quoting YouTube, 2018 YouTube, we have bad taste. 2019 YouTube, you have bad taste.
oh shit!
It's like,
But
I
I don't
felt
know.
like I was watching Watch Mojo with a bigger budget. This was born and not creative at all, but at least it wasn't cringy.
oh my god. Yeah, man, I feel like it's just cool to hate on YouTube nowadays, man. Especially with the COPPA thing that's supposed to be happening. If it's
Yeah.
not happening already with YouTube
Here's the
and
thing,
content
I don't
creators.
know why. It's so stupid as to why. It's like YouTube just wanted, is like, we want to congratulate all these milestones this year. Here's a video that does that, as opposed to what they did before, which was everything popular into one mashup.
Because I think it's what happened. It's because it happened at some point. It happened already once, right? And then people just want to keep that trend going for some reason. I think that's probably how that kind of goes. You know what I mean? So now when people look at the YouTube rewind, they were like, "Oh, let me watch this awesome video." It's just, all right, how are they gonna fucking disappoint me this year? They're already going in expecting the disappointment. They already made up their minds before they watched the video.
Yeah, it's just real dumb. It's just real dumb.
It's just cool to watch. Yeah, for them, it's just cool now. That's what's cool. Hating on
it. I don't think I don't even think it's cool. It's just like, it might. Well, never mind. It might be. It's just like, it's just like jumping on a bandwagon. It's like everybody else is gonna hate it, so I'm gonna hate it too, type of situation. And it's like, it wasn't even that bad. It wasn't bad at all.
Yeah.
Just based off of what you liked. Here is that video.
There's nothing that any of them can do that's gonna like curve this, like, you know, this feeling, apart from like grabbing all freaking and doing like grabbing all the top content creators and doing something crazy activity like having them all bungee jump off of a building. But even then, the people shit sucks still anyways.
Like, I'm gonna read this comment, and this was, I was listening to somebody, and it was like, there is, like, they don't understand how much YouTube was spending for the YouTube Rewind in the first place. Like, they was hemorrhaging buku amounts of money, especially in more recent years, because they started including other countries, because it used to be just the United States YouTubers, and then they started going Spain, Japan. You get to fly all those people, or not even fly them, open up a studio, do their stuff over there, do this over here. You got to pay choreographers, you got to pay YouTubers their time or whatever. You're bleeding like buku amounts of money, and then there's like, okay, for this year,
that big freaking lawsuit YouTube got on top of that.
Oh, they got a lawsuit.
Yeah, from COPPA. For the whole like the whole thing about it was YouTube was out here bragging about, you know, kids love our website, and so you know, kids aren't going on to your kid site. It's weird, bro. Honestly, I don't want to talk too much about it because I'm not quite well versed in it. But they got a lawsuit because the little kiddies were watching too much YouTube that wasn't on the kids stuff.
Oh, okay. I know that part. I just didn't know about the lawsuit part.
Yeah.
I know like kids would think kids were it's the whole reason why they created YouTube Kids in the first place, was because kids were trying to watch like cartoons, but some creators were making quote unquote frozen cartoons, and it would be like Spider-Man ramming Elsa in the back or some shit.
Yeah.
So it's like the whole reason why
Who's
they
a
made
douchebag that sits in his living room? Like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fuck with these kids.
people that don't have an outlet. I'll tell you that. I'm gonna read this last comment. Uh, this girl says, "I'll take this as an improvement, but it's still a sad attempt. This site has become so disconnected from its creators and audience, and lost its authentic feeling. And I mean, I
Authentic
appreciate the
feeling.
fact that it did showcase some good moments and incorporated people who deserve it, but I agree with people who say this is a glorified top 10 video. I'm not mad at this. In some way, I consider it a small win, but something still feels not right. The only amazing thing about this video is there aren't any TV show hosts for once. Laughing my ass off.
Oh
Uh,
my god.
it's just, I remember watching something and it
She
was
had a
like,
lot to say.
she had a lot to say. Uh, I remember watching something and it's like, one, they can't do what they did last year because it's too cringy, like, or some shit. And
Yeah.
it's too cringy and it's not in tune with what the people liked. Which is a lie
A little
because it's always
cheesy
been
and
about what people liked and it was been what was popular
yeah.
across the entire site. Um
A little cheesy ain't never hurt nobody, man.
But
Y'all can
that's the
keep a little
thing. It's
cheese.
always been cheesy.
Yeah.
Nothing changed about it ever since I started watching the YouTube Rewind back in 2010. It's always been a little cheesy, but I'm still excited to watch my creators, like my favorite creators, like
Yeah.
do something. I remember, I think it was like 2010, and Grace Helbig. It was when the Katy Perry "Roar" song came out, and that was very
Yeah.
popular at the time. She came swinging in on a vine, like lip syncing Katy Perry, and I was like, "Oh, that's Grace Helbig," and that's cringy, but that's kind of funny. I'm glad to see her in this video. Or
Yeah.
Gavin and Dan jumping a truck in slow mo with explosive. That's cool too.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. I
just
don't know,
stuff like
man.
that.
It's cool. It's cool to hate it now, man. I don't think there's anything wrong with YouTube. I'm personally just not interested. But
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm just naturally uninterested kind of guy a lot of the
yeah.
time. So it doesn't, you know what I mean? It's not like I didn't watch it because it's gonna be another shitty year YouTube Rewind.
And
That
you
shit
could
flew under my
tell,
radar. I heard about it. I was like, I should watch that.
how young people are
Yeah.
because they only reference stuff from back to 2017. Like there's a comment,
Oh.
YouTube Rewind in 2017, bad. The Rewind 2018, cringe. 2019, watch Mojo. I was like, your reference for the YouTube Rewind spans only 3 years. You only just discovered YouTube. Apparently, any other Rewind doesn't exist
Too
to
young.
you.
Too young to care about it back then, man.
I'm
Way
like,
too young to care about it.
how do you even like? I mean, when I first watched the YouTube Rewind, I went back and watched the other ones.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, they have a whole playlist full of these things. Let me watch it. And I was like, oh, I remember this event. Oh, that event too. And yeah, that was it. They were all cringe, and that was it. All there
I
ever
still
is.
watch them. Do you know how many cringy shows that I remember watching that I still go back and I watch? I'm like, yeah, it's cringy as fuck, but for some odd reason, I still fucking love it.
I'm so bad now.
Is this how shit is,
If
man?
I'm watching a show and it's like very
Yeah,
cringy, what I
yeah.
do is I leave the room. Like I straight up just leave. I'm like, peace, dudes. I'm listening to it from a different room, and I'm like,
Like,
and then I
oh.
start doing the little kid thing where I'm going la 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 with my ears plugging in, with my finger plugging my ears. I'm just la 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 la. No no
Yeah.
no 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 no. You
Good.
stupid. You stupid.
Right. But like, here's the thing. Like, I was watching. What was it? I think it was either Jessica Jones,
Hmm.
and it was one of the during one of those arcs where she met Luke Cage, right? I'm like,
Luch.
okay, so y'all gonna put a hot and steamy scene between Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, right?
Hmm.
But then y'all gonna have this man like refuse to curse and say things like "sweet Christmas."
Well.
You know what I mean? I'm like, make up your mind. Like, is it gonna be like adult or like just cringy freaking comic book shit? I don't know, man. It's weird. And then we had Love Piece of Robots where like Netflix did not like wasn't afraid to show like a peen in every single situation that they felt like it was necessary, even in situations where it wasn't. I don't know, man. I really don't know.
Oh shit. Okay.
Was
This just in as we're recording the podcast. This, as the title suggests, but I haven't read the article yet because it just popped up. It says, "Did J.J. Abrams just tease an Ahsoka Tano cameo in the Rise of Skywalker film that comes out in 5 days at the time of this recording?" Let me check. I think it's 5 days. Yep, 5 days.
you have to watch Star Wars, my guy?
So Ahsoka Tano, if you don't know, is Anakin Skywalker's Padawan from the Clone Wars series that was on Cartoon
The
Network.
3D, the anime cartoon, 3D.
Yeah.
That one was dope. I love Ahsoka.
You know they're coming out with
God,
another
I love
season.
her.
Season 7 is coming on
Oh.
Disney Plus. I'm like,
Are
oh
you
shit.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
She's so dope, though. She has such an amazing character design, man. I
Dude,
love her.
if you haven't watched Star Wars Rebels, right?
No.
Okay, it's the new like 3D Star Wars cartoon. That takes place after the Clone Wars. This is where Darth Vader has already been established and the world is fucked up. Or the universe is fucked up. So Ahsoka returns in that series as an adult, and she's like a great Jedi. So,
Ahsoka's hot. She's smoking. I'm looking at fan art.
wow.
My bad. It's what I do. It's what I do. I look at the fan art.
I gotta read this on my own time, but it doesn't say anything that she might be in it. It just says we it said it'll also let us know more information about what Ahsoka has been up to since Return of the Jedi, and stuff. So
I would actually love to see it.
I would love to go watch it and see if Ahsoka is gonna show up. Because if she do, that would be amazing. Oh, this is a topic I wanted to talk about last time. This doubles back quite a few conversations ago. But I wanted to ask you, like the.
Cause she hot.
Wow. Anyway, I wanted to ask you about your position on like Twitch, like the status of Twitch right now. Yes, it's still the most top platform. It has all the viewerships and all that, but like as far as like as a business and like how they're handling shit, I feel like Twitch is it's going to be a very long time before it starts declining, but I can see it declining if they don't change. Just based off of like the bans and just how they treat their platform in general and their creators.
I haven't. Here's the thing. I haven't heard anything substantial that I can be like, yo, Twitch, that's fucked up. You know what I mean? Apart from the whole ninja situation or whatnot, right?
Yeah.
There was a bunch of like really messed up pettiness that was probably circulating around there with like them doing stuff on his channel after he left and went to Mixer. The only thing I heard was like there was Ninja was trying to talk to Twitch and he was like, hey man, I need a little bit of more creative freedom, whatever the hell that meant. You know what I mean? There's no real concrete thing that I feel like Twitch is necessarily doing to push away to, like maybe I need to do some more research on it. But I don't think Twitch is necessarily gonna go anywhere. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying like go anywhere, but like kind of like decline in popularity, I should say. Because so since you're not well versed in it as much as there in the past couple of weeks there have been some false accusations towards Twitch. Like people just trying to get a rise out of the LSF community and just trying to get people on their side. Like if they got banned, show the clip as to the questionable ban and say Twitch mistakenly banned me type of situation and get LSF mad, and then somebody else finds a clip that is the real reason why they got banned. But those are just those are just few. There's been a lot more of people that have been yeah.
Oh, my bad. That was probably you. My bad. Thought it was
Yeah,
me.
that was my alarm letting us know that was an hour. I didn't know why you got up.
I have I got like 2 alarms that usually go around off, but I thought it was already 10 for some odd reason.
Anyway, yeah, there's been a lot more people than the fakers that have come out and said Twitch banned me and didn't even check why. Like they a couple people have been banned for somebody spam reporting them and using a fake email address, and Twitch just goes outright ban, and they don't review the ban, like the reason for the ban. They just go ban, and then they're like banned for 7 days, and it takes like 5 days to be like, oh, my bad.
Oh, so that's 5 days of somebody not like earning an income for themselves, especially for some people who might be like full-time streamers. That's actually kind of fucked up. So they're not doing their jobs. Yeah, they're not doing their jobs. It's like getting a week vacation. That's like being laid off for like a week.
Yeah.
From being able to make incomes. That's that's pretty fucked up.
And
but
then,
at the same time, there's so many content creators on Twitch, right?
Yeah, that is
everybody
true.
in the channel wants to, like, there's gonna be a shit ton of people that will report somebody just for the
and I think
sake of it.
For
you know what I mean, it's not an easy situation to fix.
Yeah, it's the same reason why people don't like the YouTube thing, because if you get spammed with a bunch of reporting, your channel is suspended or something like that, right? But that's not like the big reason. Like, I feel like, but it's like a thing that they should be trying to work to fix, or like at least review it, because they didn't even review the ban, and they don't have a bot that automatically bans somebody either. They just go, I see like 10,000 reports, ban. Like they don't do any research. They just ban. There's no bot to ban. There's just,
I don't know
that
if they
person
even have an algorithm in place that even help them siphon through that shit. You know what I mean? Because if it's like just a thing, you know what I mean? To them, maybe they probably just don't see it as good as maybe as a bigger content creator. Does this happen to the bigger content creators?
Yeah, this is happening to the big content creators.
Yo, they should put some of these huge content creators like on the top of the list of things before you ban them.
Well, not even. I wouldn't even do that, because that's implying favoritism to big content creators. But
but you also understand, like, there's
that's not a
partnership between.
Yeah, but that's not a real fix either. We could just say that that's not a real fix. It's a temporary fix that protects the big content creators. But I remember a while back anyway, was I forgot who was saying this, but they were saying one thing: there's just way too many partnered streamers. And there should be a selection process, or even a harder criteria to get partnered in the first place.
I think that's just hard enough. I'm looking up at him like, shit.
But it's like, it's like when, I mean, it's like out of nowhere people get partnered. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's one of those things. Like when you look at YouTube too, is like there's like somebody creates a YouTube channel like every second or something. Or somebody uploads a video every second, and there's like over. It used to be where PewDiePie was the only creator that hit 10 million. Now there's like 50 creators that hit 10 million out of nowhere. I was like,
hey, dope content, my dude.
Now he's the only creator that hit. I think him and T Series are up there for like 100 million or something like that. It's just, but it's just like, You remember when 1 million used to be like, holy shit, 1 million subscribers,
Right.
and
Right.
now,
Right.
and then after 1 million, they had to create a new the 5 million play button or something, like, or was it the 10 million play button or some shit?
Yeah.
Whatever it was a diamond play button.
Now people looking at the 1 million fucking play button and be like, man, this small ass shit. This just like 1
Bro, they used
million.
to have they had an 100,000 play button, which was like bronze, and
Yeah.
then a silver play button at 500,000, and then the gold play button at 1 million, and those were like,
Yes. Goddamn.
everybody wanted the gold play button. Now there's
Goddamn.
something higher to achieve, and everybody's hitting 1 million like it's nothing.
It
Like,
kind of makes sense. It goes like that though over time. You know what I mean? The more time goes by, the
dude,
more
there was a
and more
channel that hit
fucking.
10 million in a week.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, it was like,
The
it was in the
fuck
YouTube
kind of
Rewind, I
content
think,
are they
but it was
pushing?
like, it's not even like, at least in my opinion, most of the things that, like, what's popular now on YouTube is just like vlogging and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then acting like a dumbass with your friends, which isn't like my
Oh,
kind of
doing hood rat
content that
things with
I
your hood rat
enjoy.
friends?
Huh?
Doing hood rat things with your hood rat friends on a vlog?
Sure. Uh, but like the kind of, and it's just like a preference thing. But like the majority of YouTube likes this because the majority of YouTube are like teenagers. But
Yeah.
I'm more particular to the, let's create a skit, or let's have
Make a dope ass
profound
movie.
conversations or something like that. That's the kind of content I'm into.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for me, seeing like the, the the new kids, which, hats off to you. You had to work extremely hard, I bet, to put out a video every day, to do stupid hood rat shit with your friends, and hit
Yeah.
10 million in a week. I guess. I don't know how you did it, but you did it.
Just consistency. Just like I don't know, man. And like I think the demographic too has a big deal to do with it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I
Our
like I said,
generation
it's
probably
a bunch
enjoyed
of
watching
teenagers liking
skits and
teenager
stuff
shit.
about.
Uh,
Yeah.
but like I feel like, and then Twitch never, like, still has never like ironed out, this is what we want our platform to be like. Here's are the rules. Abide by
Yeah.
those rules. Because they still like leave it up to interpretation, and then they won't like crack down on people that need to be cracked down on, but they'll ban somebody else for doing something similar. And then I think
Yeah. Yeah.
a lot of top streamers
Yeah.
get pissed off by it.
But it's,
um,
it's it's almost in that situation where it's almost not quite the same, right?
mm.
This person's doing something bad, you're doing the same thing, but you get caught and the other person gets away with
It's
it.
not even like, because I know they
Yeah.
send those things out to them, but you know what it is too, is like,
What's up?
because there's like, let's say there's this this e-girl over here doing whatever, doing her
Twister.
doing, yeah, playing Twister with in a bikini
A miniskirt.
or something.
Miniskirts are better.
uh and then you have this dude that's like watching a music video, and a butt shows for like half a second,
Oh my god.
and
He
he
gets
gets
banned.
banned for explicit content. And then
Somebody in the chat reported
because
fasting.
there's always a snitch. There's always a snitch. No matter where you go, there's a snitch. There was a snitch that sent that
You
clip
just don't
of
know
the
who it is.
girl playing Twister
Yeah.
to Twitch admins and being like, "Hey, this is bad. There's no reason for her to be playing Twister in a bikini. This is inappropriate. And look at
She'll
what
monitor your ass.
look where she has the remote for the game or something." Like,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
this guy is watching a music video. He didn't know a butt was going to show up,
I know.
and then you banned him. You banned
Because in
him.
a lot of these situations, yeah, a lot of these situations, this is what's crazy. Because I've run through the stress all the fucking time that I had to build a system that allows me to share stuff to my channel. I had to make Chrome go through my computer in a way to where it's silent, and then I take the link that they sent to me and post it into another freaking web page that they can see, and I can bring it down and show it to
But
everybody on stream.
yeah,
It's such a weird, like, you know what I mean? Because I'm afraid of like
yeah.
just play whatever link they fucking throw
But
at me, then
it's
I
not
look
even
at
like
it.
somebody sent them the link. He was just watching a music video from the 70s.
Oh yeah.
It's like if you
Then
was like, oh, Tory Lanez just dropped the Jerry Sprunger music video. I'm finna go watch that, and you
yeah.
watch it, and then there's a but.
Disruptive.
One thing is a rap video, because
That's a staple.
it's a staple. But it's not like somebody sent you a porn link or something like that.
Yeah.
I get filtering stuff. Like if somebody sent you a link, you don't know them, so they probably sent you like a porn link, and you have to filter it. You gotta look at it
Yeah.
first. But
It's
if you
kind of
look
why
it up
nobody can
yourself,
post anything. Yeah.
yeah. But if you
It's
looked it up
kind of let
yourself
nobody
and you
post
get
anything.
banned for it, it's just
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
can't deny it. It is pretty goddamn stupid. But I mean, it's hard, man. Like I can't think of any way to fix it. And
Yeah.
usually, there's a Fate Stay Night one where it was a prequel to what's his name's dad, Shiro's. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In that series, you know what I mean. His idea of how to fix things was killing the bad stuff. He was a straight up assassin. He felt like everybody he killed would make the world a better place, and he was
Right.
going to use that tactic to win a holy grail that was supposed to, fix everything magically. Right?
Yeah.
The holy grail only makes things happen in the eye of the person who uses it in no kind of way. So it's just gonna end up killing everybody.
Yeah.
God, where was I gonna go for? Where was I gonna go with this trainer? It's going somewhere.
You
I'm
can't
sorry.
ban everybody just because there's yada yada yada.
Well, basically, if
It's like
I was
the
trying to say,
idea of the Thanos snap.
yeah, there's that, but it's something a little different. It's if I can't come up with a better solution myself, it's hard for me to be like all up Twitch butt cheeks. You know what I
Well,
mean? And
the
telling
thing
them,
is,
you know what I mean?
you can't even
But
hold
they
yourself
should.
to that. It's because they
Yeah.
should. That's their job. It's not your job to
Yeah.
think of how to make the platform better. I mean, when you're
Yeah.
sitting
Fair
up on
enough.
the
Fair enough.
platform, you can be like, I have issues with this, that, and and you could tell them that, but they know what's wrong with the platform, and they should be fixing it, but they won't. Is the thing.
Yeah.
Like they know,
Yeah.
like people have been complaining about this, and you know what? Let's change the API of our website for the 5th time this year.
Let's make it. Honestly, I'm still deciding whether I fucking like it or not.
Yeah, it's a little weird. It's a little weird. It's a little slow to get used to. But
Yeah. I'm still deciding.
yeah, that was about it. That's all I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
You had anything else
Yeah.
before we wrap up?
Nah, I believe that was it. I'm ready to just go drink some more beer and enjoy anime night.
All right. Well, for everybody that isn't drinking a beer and enjoying anime night, this has been the Nerd Hour podcast, and
Thanks for
we are
listening.
on iHeart, Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube and Castbox. So, if you're
All the
watching
spots.
on any or listening on any of those things, like, comment, tweet us. Everything is in the description box of wherever you're listening. So, we will see you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.